Hi, I'm Lyle Johnson from Moose Jaw This Week, and today we're in a rehearsal space. Is this a rehearsal space I'm in?
Actually, no, we do rehearse in the stage area. This room is used more for, I think, yoga classes.
Okay, well,
Zumba
obviously I
classes or
was
something.
suited in with you guys, and we're here at the Cosmopolitan Senior Citizen Center talking with Tara Gish about the upcoming production for the Moose Jaw Community Players. So Tara, welcome.
Thank you very much, Lyle.
Tell us about this play, this farce.
Yes, well, it's a wild romp. It is very funny. There are lots of things happening, lots of mayhem, people running around, in and out, running into each other with all sorts of craziness. It truly is a farce. It's a very good opportunity to kick back and have a relaxed, fun evening.
As audience members, yeah.
Yes, as audience members. The play is set in a fishing and hunting lodge, and
No, I don't like what we have as a backdrop. See?
well, yes, so that sort of worked out quite handily. Yeah, and so a couple owns it, and they run it together with their son and their daughter-in-law. And there's a barn full of nuns, and there's an axe murderer on the loose, and
A barn full of nuns?
a barn full of nuns, yes.
I'm sure there's a story behind that.
Well, it does play into the story, so yes, you'll have to come and find out how that all fits together. Yes, it's quite fun. Another character in the play is a fellow who's a relationship guru from California.
Oh.
But he's being followed by his ex-wife, who's trying to get him to sign a list of assets in their divorce, and he's trying to hide the fact that he's writing a book from her. And yeah, he talks about being honest, but he's not necessarily the most honest character himself. So that's a kind of an interesting little element that weaves in and out of the plot. There definitely are, yes, yeah. And it turns out the couple aren't married, and so that causes a little bit of tension. And the husband is keeping some secrets from the wife. Again, come and find out what those might be. Nothing too nefarious, but it all adds to the craziness that happens on stage.
How much fun is this for you to direct?
It's quite a bit of fun. This is my first time directing ever. I've been involved with community theater for 5 or 6 years now, and I thought I would give it a whirl. It's very different than being on stage or being behind the scenes. I've had to kind of learn to step back and try to take a bigger picture look at things. And so that's very different than focusing on, a single character for their development on stage. So it's very challenging, but I am very fortunate to have on my right hand as stage manager, Debbie Berger, who she's got a little experience. Yes, I think that's. Yes, we're being a bit sarcastic there. She's got loads of experience, and she's a delight to work with, and she's very supportive and helps me out. But lets me learn how to play into this role.
Yeah, and I think her being a stage manager is a good challenge for her, because as a director, as you said, you look at the pictures you're creating on the stage, but the stage manager has to keep track of where everybody is and what everybody should be doing, and what they should be wearing, and all that kind of stuff. And it's a good experience for someone who's been a director to get into the preciseness of the visions that directors have.
Yes, indeed. Since I've learned more about theater productions, I've come to realize that I think the stage manager's job is the most difficult one. It's the most challenging one, really. It's certainly probably the most stressful, especially on the night of the performance. Because
you sit back and watch.
I sit back and let it unfold, and it's the stage manager who makes it all happen.
Yeah. And of course, you're doing it as a dinner theater setting, which is, it's a wonderful time of year for people to get together with their businesses and their friends and get out and maybe have a Christmas party as part of this. I think that's probably obviously one of the nice things you've planned on, but it has a lot of timing to make this a good choice.
Yes, it is a good time of year when people are looking for something to do for staff parties for the holiday season, and so it fits well into that. And we also have, I think, a fairly loyal audience through the folks who take advantage of the Cosmos Center year-round. We've been building up, I guess, a list of followers that we keep in touch with and let them know about our productions. And when they come out, we just get really good feedback. We really have an excellent group of people to work with. They're a lot of fun, yeah, they just really work well together. And we work hard behind the scenes as much as what you see up front in the finished product.
Yeah, and of course there's another reason behind this too, of raising funds for one of your group members and family.
Yes. One of our members, their daughter had contracted cancer a little while back. I believe it affected her eye, and they'd had to go to Toronto back and forth for a number of treatments. And I believe now that the cancer is in remission, but there's still treatment involved because the vision was affected, and so there's still treatment that they have to do. So it's a lot of flying back and forth, and our provincial health plan doesn't cover everything. And so we just thought, because both of them actually, have helped us throughout the years with productions, and Jared in particular worked with Verna. Verna you've known for a while. They worked really hard to put some new energy back into this group. Yes, and they certainly did. And so we thought, well, in some small way we'd like to help them. And so we decided that we wanted to give them a gift out of our ticket proceeds. Now we also are trying to raise money for lighting. We want a new lighting system. LEDs is the way to go. They're more efficient. They take less power. So they're
more reliable.
More reliable when you get good ones. And so those old-fashioned, great big spotlights that you carry around from the newer versions, and they tend to blow circuits. So, yeah, so the LEDs just have so many more advantages. And so, yeah, any improvements in equipment cost some money, and so we would like to raise money. So we're going to have a raffle as well as the ticket proceeds. And
who's providing the
that'll
meal?
help out. Oh, we have Charlotte's is going to cater for us, and they always do a very good job. Yeah, everyone looks forward to that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and for an evening out with dinner and entertainment for a full evening, you're pretty hard pressed to find something better than that for $35 a person.
$35 is a good price.
Yeah, we've kept our prices as low as we can. We still want to make some money, but we still want to provide affordable options in the cultural experience in Moose Jaw.
Yeah. And it's, who are some of the people who are in the cast that we might recognize? Because yourself and Debbie Berger, we've heard those names before, but who are some of the people who are playing the roles in your play?
Okay, well, John Paul Hickey, you might remember. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be here today. He plays kind of...
on the radio today.
Awesome, yeah. So he plays an interesting character, a little bit on the nerdy, naive side, someone who's worked all his life and then had a heart attack and realized he wants to live now. And so he brings an interesting element to all the craziness that's going on as well. We have, I have to go through the cast list.
The husband and wife who run the whole...
Yeah, the husband and wife. That's D. Jean, that is played by John Berger, Debbie's husband. And he's always wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, and he's very good to work with. And the wife is played by Fiorina Hawk. She played in the spring play, and she was one of the characters there. And so she's bringing a lot of fun to her character as well. They're both doing a really good job. I'm so pleased with how the characters are getting developed, even at this stage. There's a few weeks yet to go before performance night, but things are shaping up very nicely. And we've had some new people join the group, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm very confident that the whole thing is going to come together very nicely.
Yeah. Well, good. You know, we're down into our last 2 minutes, so we have to go over where it is, when, and how much. We said it's cost $35, but what time should people be here and things like that?
Okay. Doors typically open about 6, and there's going to be a cash bar, so that you can get in the door and find your table and socialize for a little bit. The dinner is usually about 6:30, between 6:30 and 7-ish, and then when dinner is finished with, we start the performance. That can be anywhere between 7:30 and 8. Yeah, so that's sort of the shape of the evening. And
That's right here at the Cosmos Center.
right here at the Cosmos Center. Friday and Saturday are the 2 performance nights, November 24th and 25th.
Okay.
And you can get tickets here through the Cosmos Center. Our members are not selling them. It just seems to be easier to sell it right here. To have it centralized is just very, very easy for us.
And there's
So
somebody here all the time.
yes, yeah, Clara is here, and she can get you tickets.
Well, great. Well, thank you for coming and sharing their thoughts about